Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I am your host. My name is KR Stolfus, and I want to thank each and everyone that is here watching this broadcast of American iRacing League. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. How many times can I say thank you? Well, I don't know. Quite a few. Cars are rolling around the track right now. We are jumping straight into qualifying, and we are going to experience 3 cars on the track at a time. This is the American iRacing League.com presented by MaxSpeedTV.com. As you can see, we are here at USA. The stands are filled to capacity with air, and the drivers are forming up at the end of pit road. First car's rolling out on the track now. Your driver, John Johnson. Sorry, Lyle Johnson. My buddy is John Johnson. Got a little ahead of myself there. Lyle Johnson and Ray Farlow on the track, along with James Roseberry. Those are your first 3 qualifiers for this session. Looks like green flag in the air. Alright, as these guys are going around the track here, we'll bring you the lap times as they pop up. We're watching Ray Farlow here as he comes around. Great action shot there. Down through 1 and 2 now. Lyle Johnson coming out of the corner there. A little sideways as he came out. Scrubbing some speed doing that. Way up high. James Roseberry. Got a full field tonight. Lots of drivers in the pits. Lots of action to bring to you tonight. It's going to be exciting. All right, that's going to do it. That's going to shut them down. All right, the next group of cars rolling out. We have Landon Austin, Noah Denslow, and Craig Levan. A Pink Panther machine. Look at that, Craig Levan. That's a pretty nifty paint scheme in my opinion. Sure, my opinion doesn't mean a whole lot, but hey, who cares? Watching Craig Levan going around here. Landon Austin. Landon in the 33 machine, running that bottom line there. I think for right now, this is a very, very fresh track, very fast track. Your best times are going to be drivers that are on the bottom right along the inside wall. We're going to be watching these guys. A lot of them are going to be right there for that. Let's check it out as we go on board with Landon Austin. Watch how he's getting it done. And we ride along with Noah Denslow. Noah's fastest lap of a 19.999999. Man, how many 19s can one guy have in his lap? Jiminy Christmas. I'm going to get tired of saying 9. Ah. Alright, so 6 cars have taken the time. Next, we got on track Chris Brenner, part of the UW Motorsports. Ray Farlow was out there. He's currently on pole with a quick time. Ray Farlow, part of the Farlow Motorsports. We got Ryan Pace and Bruce Jones, all associated with Farlow Motorsports as well. But right now, we are watching Chris Brenner as he works this USA super fast, tacky track called New Halfa. Nah, I'm just kidding. He told me how to say his name, but I have too much fun going New Halfa. It's just fun to say it. It's Newhaufen, but I mean, come on, New Halfa. That's just fun. Brenner, quick time, good enough for second. Newhaufen, third. These guys are on the loud pedal. Who's our third driver that's out there? That's a long list. Only got 2 drivers out there. There's supposed to be 3, but only got 2 right now. And that's what's throwing me for a loop. All right, Brenner's shutting it down. 0.002 off of Ray Farlow. Farlow's still holding on to that quick time. But now another Farlow Motorsports driver on the track, Ryan Pace. Be watching for Ryan Pace to set a quick time. These Farlow Motorsports guys are going to be fast. And that UW Motorsports team, they're going to be fast too. I'd be watching for the epic team battle between those two. Well, while we wait, let's get this out of the way. Oh, yeah. All right, Ryan Pace is on the loud pedal. Derek Layton, league admin, league owner. If you guys would like to join this league, they are still accepting applications. Just go to AmericanIRacingLeague.com. Fill out the application sheet. You can sign up there and get started right away. They are paying $10 for each night of a win and $50 to the points champion for the season. Sam Lokeson. Derek Layton, good enough for the top 5. Heck of a lap for him. Sam Lokeson, 6th. And Ryan Pace sitting in 3rd with a 19.078. And that's going to be it. They're shutting them down. All right, next on the track, it looks like we got some cars rolling here. Bruce Jones, once again, part of that Ray Farlow Motorsports team. It's actually Farlow Motorsports, but Ray Farlow is the owner-operator. Mitch Beaver, also a league admin. If you're interested, get a hold of him. Say, hey, I want to be part of this amazing league that you have that's being broadcasted by some Yahoo named KR. I seen it on the YouTubes. It was on the intrawebs. Why, yes, it was. Bruce Jones in the 21K. It's another 2-car group. Bruce Jones and Mitch Beaver. Ray Farlow still holding on to that top spot. Chris Brenner sitting in 2nd. Ryan Pace 3rd. Cole Newhaufen 4th. And Derek Layton 5th. Derek's got to be ecstatic about that. That's about the best qualifying I've seen out of him since I started broadcasting. Great job, Derek, laying it down here early. Bruce Jones out there on the track so far, good enough for 7th. Looks like he's shutting it down, so that's where he'll be scored right now, is 7th. Mitch Beaver, man, I don't even see him in the top 5. That's embarrassing. Oh, he's going to have to cheat his way into the top 10. Use your league admin status and just score yourself somewhere in the top 10, Mitch. No, Mitch would not do that. I like to joke with the league admins. These guys are a great group of people. And, no, they do take their league rules very, very serious. And that's why I don't run a league. All right, we have another UW Motorsports driver out there. In fact, we got 2 of them. John Lopresto and Tim Smith. And you may be wondering, why am I only talking about Farlow Motorsports and UW Motorsports? Because that's the only 2 teams I know. Not a lot of teams here in this league. If you guys happen to know of drivers who are part of a team, feel free to hit it up in chat. I would love to know who and is on what team, but yeah. All right, Tim Smith on the loud pedal here, along with John Lopresto. I believe this is John's first appearance here in the American iRacing League. We affectionately call it the American Racing League, or ARL, but it is part of iRacing, so they have that I as a little I, lowercase I. John Lopresto sitting in 14th. Tim Smith going to be good enough for 4th. Knocking Derek Layton out of the top 5. Cole Newfofafifin is going to be 5th. Tim Smith shutting it down. Fast lap for Tim of a 19.120. Ray Farlow, Chris Brenner still your top 2. Brenner and Pace, man, .002 and .005. Really close to each other on that one. All right, so we got some more cars rolling out. Michael Sheridan, another UW Motorsports. Andy Patton, the 80 machine. These guys are getting out there. And Matthew Carmody. Well, I sure hope my keyboard keeps working, because I just spilt a couple drops of my drink on my keyboard. All right, Matthew Carmody in the 50 machine. Coming around to get his first lap time scored. .19416, score him 13th place. Andy Patton's currently 16th. And Michael Sheridan's just inside that top 10. Sheridan with a 19.224. That lap he just turned moved him up to 8th. Did not mean to hit that button. That was the wrong button. What are you doing, KR? Don't you know what buttons to hit? No. No, I sure don't. I'm just a button clicker from... You know what? It's not important who I am. What is important is the cars out on track. We got some more cars out there. This is the 45 machine of Trevor Hoinker. Man, these guys come up with some hard names to pronounce. Why is everyone got to be difficult? Why can't they just be like one syllable? Maybe even one letter. Let's just stick to the alphabet. KR can do the alphabet. Trevor Hoinker. Man. Wesley Rudebush. Wesley Rudebush currently second in points. 554 points. scored so far for Wesley. Tyler Carver, your points leader, with a 589. And I am looking through my score sheet, and I am not seeing Tyler Carver shown up tonight. Not sure if he's here tonight or not. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have a special guest in the booth with me. It's a Mr. Charles Wooten. Charles, you got your headphones on?
I do indeed.
Oh man, what are you doing up here in the booth?
I figured I'd come in and listen in, see how everything's going.
Ah, it's going good, going good. We're gonna have 3 heat races tonight, a B main and A main. This league is growing exponentially since they got on MaxSpeedTV.
Yeah, definitely. I can looking from the first week. I remember about 5 or 6, maybe 7 cars, and I see now at least I think about 20 or so down there.
I got 23 on my score sheet. Now, not all 23 probably are still here, but that's what I got so far.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be some good racing. We're sitting here, I know me and Brandon, and just we're over and talking to Rudy, and he had to go take a shower, so we're all over here watching you now.
Oh man, well I appreciate it. I'm gonna do my best. No pressure from having some great people watching me, especially the Charles Wooten and Brandon. Whew, gotta behave.
Oh, I don't know about that much.
I do what I can to behave.
Yeah, I don't.
So qualifying just about wrapping up here. Only got a handful of cars left. We have, let's see, Ray Farlow still on the top spot. Chris Brenner, Ryan Pace, Tim Smith, and Cole Newhoffen. It's so fun to do that. Newhoffen. Maybe if I say it Haufen enough, I'll get it right. I made myself laugh. Alright, so Tyler Carver not here. Wesley Rudebush second in points, Mitch Beaver third, Derek Layton fourth in points, and Sam Dunstall will round out your top 5 in points. And speaking of those guys, I don't see Sam Dunstall either. So Tyler Carver, Sam Dunstall so far not here tonight. So some front runners for the points championship not showing up. So that could shake things up a little bit. Tommy Rowe, last car to do is qualifying. Shutting it down now. Tommy Rowe with a 19.360, gonna put him 15 quick. Alright, so with qualifying over, we will run through the order here. Ray Farlow with your quick time. Getting it done fast, getting it done hard, getting it done early. 19.043. Good for Ray Farlow. Chris Brenner sitting in second. Ryan Pace third. Tim Smith fourth. Rounding out the top 5 is Cole Newhoffen. You know what? I say it right when I want to. I just don't want to. Derek Layton 6th. Sam Locuson 7th. Michael Sheridan 8th. Bruce Jones 9th. Brad Spidell will round out your top 10. Oh, I got a cough. Hold on. Sorry about that. Landon Austin 11th. John Presto 12th. 13th of Wesley Rudebush. Matthew Carmody 14th. Tommy Rowe 15th. Julian Inman 16th. James Roseberry 17th. 18th of Andy Patton. Craig Levan 19th. And 20th of Mitch Beaver. 21st, Trevor Hoyinker. Oh my goodness. 22nd, Brandon Shepard. 23rd, Noah Denslow. And the last car to take a time, 24th car of Lyle Johnson. Now, the cars scored Ryan Post, or not Ryan Post, sorry. I was looking at Ryan Pace while I said that. Randy Post is a live admin who will not be in the card tonight. So even though you see his name, he will not be a part of it. And Kilanowski, I have no idea what he's doing. He may have just decided to show up and realized they just didn't hand him a trophy just for showing up, and decided he was going to roll out. But that being said, that was your qualifying. But moving on now into Heat 1. We're looking at Wesley Rudebush here in the 21 machine. Cole Newhaufen also on the track in the 8 machine. Ray Farlow, your quick time. Pole sitter for Heat 1. Cole on his outside. $17K of Bruce Jones. And James Roseberry out there as well in the 10 machine. And the 45 of Trevor Winker. He's going to be so mad at me when he re-watches this broadcast. Nobody tell Trevor to watch the broadcast. Just be like, Trevor, it's a terrible broadcast. Don't watch it. Alright, guys. We are going to take you through this heat race. Turn that yellow flag on here as we get ready to do the heat race. These guys will be going green here this time around, I imagine. Like I said, we're going to have 3 heat races, a B main and an A main. Ray Farlow on the loud pedal, getting a good jump. Cole going to stick it to the outside here. Try and get a run on Ray. Ray sliding up just a little bit off the bottom. Great shot as we see Bruce Jones down on the inside there on the backstretch. But Cole all over the back bumper of Ray Farlow. Bruce Jones making some moves on the inside. Little bit of contact, a lot of bit of contact, and we got one in the wall. Wesley Rudebush in the wall, but able to keep going. Watch the replay here. Wesley got the raw end of the deal there. Down the straightaway when they go. Wesley and Bruce Jones, contact going into turn 1. Wesley flips, lands on all 4, and keeps going. But now that has forced Wesley into the pits. Wesley Rudebush, second in points. Not wanting to see that, wanting to get all he can tonight, capitalize on the fact that Tyler Carver is not here. Green flag in the air once again. Ray Farlow getting a great start over Cole. 5 cars left in this heat race. Down the front stretch they go. Ray Farlow and a Farlow Motorsports TRD 72 machine. Cole Newhaufen and the Sim Speed Shop. Sim Speed Shop, also a sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate all that Sim Speed Shop does for us here at MaxSpeedTV. And while I'm talking about it, Bruce Jones slides into second. Cole on the bottom. Bruce challenging. Great move there by Bruce Jones. Bruce working that higher line. Cole working the bottom. Ooh, almost getting together there. Bruce Jones going to slide into second. Cole Newhaufen going to be sitting third now. As we go on board with Cole Newhaufen and our T&D Rustic Decor onboard camera. Cole running that Bottom line, almost into the grass, almost into the wall. Great driving there by Cole. Sitting in third spot, trying to get all he can. Get that second place back. Meanwhile, Ray Farlow is checked out on the field. And James Roseberry and Trevor are going at it here, trying to settle who's going to finish fourth. Trevor currently sitting in that fourth position, but James wants it. Not going to let Trevor get it very easily. Trevor on the inside here, running the bottom down the front stretch. Our top three single file. Got a little bit of space between them. A great battle here shaping up. And now James gets around Trevor. Power move on the outside, as you can see that the entrance into the corners is really starting to get blown off. Really starting to slick up. Cars are going to start moving just that right rear tire a half a lane up. Trying to find some groove. Trying to find some bite outside that slick spot. So now all the drivers are going single file. Bruce Jones is trying to track down Ray Farlow. Getting a great run on that outside. Ray Farlow scrubbing some speed in the middle corner. Bruce Jones making it look easy through these corners here, running right on that cushion. And I think that's going to do it. Checkered flag in the air for the heat race. Have just been updated. There's going to be 4 heat races. 6 cars in each heat race. So the previous count of, what I say, 3 heat races, inaccurate. I mean, come on. Did you guys really ever expect me to do anything correctly? So heat race number 1, Ray Farlow, your race winner. Bruce Jones second. Cole Newfulfeffen was third. I believe it was James. Yeah, James and Trevor fourth and fifth, and then Wesley Rudebush, unfortunate incident, scored 6th place in this heat race. Not what he wanted to see, but we'll see him in the B main. He will be challenging fast. He's a good driver. He's got some speed underneath him. That B main, I don't expect him to have any difficulties in the B main. So Wesley Rudebush second in points. Not the heat race he wanted, but the heat race he got. So as we prepare for heat race number 2, want to just go over our sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV real quick. Let's not forget we have HREmotorsports.com. Those are a good group of guys. You can check them out on Facebook. They are a team here on iRacing. So we accept sponsorships not only from actual businesses, but if you have a league that you wish to promote or a team, just hit us up. We have a couple spots left for the 2018 season. We'd love to have you sponsor us here at MaxSpeedTV. We also have Elite 7 Racing. These guys can be found on Facebook. Check them out. Once again, that's another team. And like I said a little bit earlier, simspeedshop.com. They have some great stuff there. Some cool button boxes. Virtual to Reality. These guys, ooh, man, they're pulling off some cool stuff, I'll tell you. Anyways, back to it as we got cars on the track now. Got Chris Brenner, Derek Layton, Brad Spidell. Green flag in the air. Brenner getting a good start. Brad Spidell, by benefit, being on the inside line, was able to go. Derek Layton, not so much. Got caught napping. Matthew Carmody in the 50, all over the back bumper of the 32U of Derek Layton. Andy Patton in this race, right there in the 80 machine. Looks like he's the Philadelphia Eagles fans. Congratulations to the Eagles fans for doing something with a ball and a bowl. I don't know. Brandon Shepard in the 43. I'm going to have to ask Brandon Shepard if he's a Brian Brown fan. I live just down the street from Brian Brown's his race shop. So I get to, I see his car a lot. He hasn't hired me yet. Carmody in trouble. Carmody, sorry. He's going to be moody after that. Gathered it back up. Nice clean looking car, all white. You know, sometimes you don't gotta have a lot of graphics on your car. Just paint it. Run what you brung. Brenner out front though. Second place of Brad Spidell, not letting him get too far ahead. Brenner, Spidell, Layton. Those are your top three. Modi dropped all the way back to 6th. Andy Patton and Brandon Shepard, those are 5th and 4th respectively. Derek Layton doing a great job tonight. Sitting in 3rd. He's had a bit of a rough start to his season here in American Racing League. But doing a solid job tonight. Had a great qualifying. Now sitting 3rd in the heat race. Once again, Chris Brenner out front. Oh, don't need to double click that. Perfect. Brenner doing a solid job here out front. Brad Spidell sitting in 2nd. These guys have gotten all strung out here for a heat race. The action is in the fight for 4th spot. We got 3 cars. All 3 of them fighting for it. Andy Patton trying the bottom. Gonna lose a spot to it. Carmody getting by on the high side. It looks like the high side's starting to come in. 43 of Braden Shepard and Carmody. Man, Modi got into the wall there. Lost a little bit of ground. Patton trying to battle back on the inside. I think that's going to do it. I think that's checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Brenner. Oh! Out of here. Didn't want to see him anyways. Brad Spidell. Alright, Chris Brenner, Brad Spidell, Derek Layton, the 43 of Braden Shepard, the 50 of Matt Carmody, and bringing up the final spot here tonight is the 80 machine of Andy Patton. So 6th for Patton in the 2nd heat race. So we'll be seeing a bunch of these guys in the B main. Brenner in trouble there though. Sent his car flying. Good shot of the 32U. That is not a W, by the way. That is a U. 32U. Just don't call it 32W. Oh my gosh, they cut my pay in half because I made that mistake. Ah, this league, it's cutthroat, man. Cutthroat. Alright, we got some more cars leaving pit lane here. Ryan Pace, part of the Farlow Motorsports, the 3rd driver we've seen of Farlow Motorsports tonight. Saw Ray Farlow, Bruce Jones go at it in the 1st heat race. Now we're in 3rd heat race, and here's Ryan Pace, another front runner. So Farlow Motorsports 1 and 2 in heat race 1. Now starting on pole for heat race number 3. Sam Lokeson on his outside in the 97 machine. The 33 machine of Landon Austin. We got Tommy Rowe in the 138. Craig Levan in the 19 and the 610 of Noah Denslow. This is going to make up your third heat race. Alright, so down the backstretch we're going to go. Going to take the green flag this time. Green flag in the air. Ryan Pace on the loud pedal. Getting it. He's just going to send it into turn one. Ryan Pace getting the early jump, the early lead here. Clean air, fresh air. Now everyone has to hustle the cars to catch up to him. Great start by Ryan Pace, but put Sam Lokeson in second. Down the straightaway they go into turn three. Oh man, Landon Austin though, he's sitting right there in third. Not letting Sam get away. Sorry, Landon is fourth. That was Tommy Rowe. Tommy Rowe sitting in third. Having a hard time keeping track of everybody here. The cars are going so fast. My feeble mind just can't keep up. Craig Levan sitting fifth in the 610 car. And Noah Denslow rounding out this field in sixth. But a great battle here for fourth spot between Landon Austin and Craig Levan. Craig doing all he can to run that high side. Landon running the bottom. We go on board with Craig Levan. Oh man, making it look easy as they run inches off of each other. Slot Craig Levan into fourth spot, courtesy of running that high side. That bottom is starting to wear out just a little bit to where everyone's moving up high. But as everyone moves up high, that is going to go away. And I'd be watching for the bottom side to come back in come time for the A main. And that is how dirt racing goes. Everyone's looking for grip while they can find it. While parts of the track are fresh, untouched. But as they wear out, man, things going to change and get hairy in a hurry. But so far up front, it has been all Ryan Pace in this 44 machine. Heat race number 3, all by himself out front. Farlow Motorsports getting it done here in heat race 1 and now heat race 3. I was gonna say something and completely lost my train of thought. Who knew that would happen? Raise your hand. Oh yeah, wait, I can't see you raise your hand. Never mind. Mr. Brenner, did I plant C4 on your car again? Listen, just because you beat me all the time doesn't mean I'm after you, but yes, I did plant C4. So Ryan Pace, shutting it down, checkered flag here. Ryan Pace, your race winner. Sam Lokeson second. The 138 of Tommy Rowe third. Fourth place, Craig Levan. 33 machine of Landon Austin. And then Noah Denslow in the 19. That's going to round out your 6 drivers here for heat race number 3. Yeah, that was number 3. Look, I got my shoes on, guys. Don't expect a whole lot from me, okay? Just be glad I can count to 3. Oh yeah, we got another heat race. So what comes after 3? 1, 2. Can I phone a friend? I'd like to phone a friend. Alright, we got more cars lining up on pit road. Looks like Tim Smith, Michael Sheridan. Those two pulling away there. John Lopresto. Julian Inman as well. And the 39 machine, Mitch Beaver. So Smith front row, Sheridan, Lopresto, Julian Inman, Mitch Beaver, and then the 11 machine of Lyle Johnson. Heat 4 getting ready to go underway, our final heat race. Tim Smith on the loud pedal there, getting a great start. Several car length lead. John Lopresto trying that bottom side. Sheridan on the outside. Sheridan in second. Lopresto fighting for third with Julian Inman. Inman gonna score himself fourth. No, Inman in trouble early. Gonna be sixth. Sorry, that's Mitch Beaver. I apologize. Good grief, KR. 25 machine of Mitch Beaver sitting in fourth. Lyle Johnson fifth. Sixth place of Julian Inman. Smith, Sheridan, and Lopresto, top three belong to UWU Motorsports. Contact in the back there. Lyle Johnson looks like he got into Julian Inman. Julian in trouble here. Yellow has come out. We're going to watch Julian Inman here. Go on board with Julian Inman as he gets a little bit of contact from Lyle Johnson. A lot of damage to that machine. Julian on pit road. Heavy damage. That is a bit of bad luck there for Julian Inman. Julian, one of our front runners in the points. Green flag back in the air. Tim Smith on the loud pedal. Not as great of a start. Michael Sheridan, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Sheridan, no shame there. Kept Tim Smith close to him. John Lopresto and Mitch Beaver fighting it out there. Trying to figure out who's going to finish third. So far, Lopresto is going to hold on to third spot. Mitch Beaver trying that high side. Michael Sheridan running a MaxSpeedTV on the front wing. That's what we like to see here. Pitching it hard into the corner, going into turn 3. Tim Smith, though, not quite getting away from Sheridan like he was in the first segment of this heat race. Tim Smith, very fast sprint car driver here at iRacing, but not unbeatable. We saw Nate Davis win. Nate Davis was our... No, wasn't Nate? No, sorry. Ryan Pace won race 1 here at American iRacing League. Brandon Schultz won race 2. Michael Sheridan won race 3. And Chris Brenner won race 4. So Tim Smith trying to score himself as a race winner, even if it is a heat, trying that bottom line out. Sheridan losing some ground to Smith now, but Sheridan trying the bottom as well. Sheridan, a talented sprint car driver here in iRacing as well. John Lopresto, the 83 black and blue. And this guy's beating me so hard, so often. I am black and blue when I'm done racing him. So that's going to do it, shutting it down. Checkered flag in the air. Tim Smith, Michael Sheridan, John Lopresto, Mitch Beaver, Lyle Johnson, and an unfortunate heat race for Julian Inman. Julian, lots of damage. So there you go. That was your top 6 for this heat race. Good grief, KR. You ever like complete a sentence properly? You just spout it out. Ooh, bumper cars. It looks like the 83 of John Lopresto was trying to assert dominance over Mitch Beaver in the 25. And now the fight has been settled by race admin. As we're getting ready to go into the B main. And if you will, please join me as we prep for this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like the B main is forming up. The B main out on track now. The 45 machine, the 50 machine of Matthew Carr Moody, the 45 of Trevor. Man. Trevor's last name is just going to throw me for a loop all night. Trevor Honecker. Let's just go with Honecker. Andy Patton's out there. Julian Inman. These guys are out there as well. The 19 machine. Who's in the 19? Lyle Johnson. No. Noah Dinslow's 19. I'll get it right. Green flag in the air as Trevor pulls away. Whoa, Trevor, easy there. Sideways, crossed up, gathers it back up, and now we're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Trevor gonna lose the spot to Matthew Carmody. Modi running that high side, getting a great run. 33 machine in trouble a little bit there. Landon Aston sitting in 3rd. Lyle Johnson 4th. Oh, contact, Julian Inman. Once again, Inman in trouble. Inman, not his night tonight. Very uncharacteristic. Ooh, managed to flip the car over. Inman in trouble once again. Not what he wanted to see here for the B main. Inman gets all crossed up coming out of the corner. Lyle Johnson nowhere to go, and then the rest of the field just plows through him. Unfortunate for Julian Inman. Rough night for Julian. Back to the drawing board. That is not how you want to do it. That is not how he would like to race either. Your race leader, though, is Matthew Carmody. Carmody in the 50 machine, all white there, as you can see. Trevor in 2nd. Green flag in the air. Carmody getting a great start over Trevor. Landon Aston, though, making a move now. Lyle Johnson and Wesley Rudebush side by side going into the corner. Andy Patton, Wesley Rudebush getting a pass there over Lyle Johnson. Score him 4th. Landon Aston sitting in 2nd right now. Trevor, who was on the pole, slid all the way back to 3rd here in this B main. Ooh, Wesley Rudebush all crossed up on corner exit. Lyle Johnson looking to pounce here. Johnson just not able to get it done. Andy Patton all over the back bumper of Lyle Johnson. We go on board with Andy Patton. Great racing shot here. You can see Andy Patton working the wheel, fighting this car, fighting the track conditions, doing what he can to get this car fast and try to get around Lyle Johnson. Just not able to do it, working the bottom this time. Noah Denslow bringing up the final car here in the B main. Julian Inman in the pits. Julian, not his night tonight. Wish him the best of luck. Hopefully he can make it as a provisional into the A main, but don't know if that's going to happen tonight. Landon Aston sitting in 2nd place. But so far it's been Matthew Carmody. He is your B main leader right now. Got about a 10 car length lead over Landon Aston. Trevor Hoyniker sitting in 3rd. And Wesley Rudebush, our 2nd place in points coming into tonight's event, recovering from a devastating crash in the heat race. Able to repair the car, get it back out there. Little bit crossed up there as he hit a slick spot coming out of turn 4. Andy Patton in the 80 machine looked like he got into the wall a little bit there. And yes, he has gotten into the wall. Pulls it off, gathers himself, wipes his pants clean, and gets back on the throttle. But the 19 of Noah Dinslow trying to make a move on him, unable to do so as Andy gathers it up, gets back out there, pulls away a little bit. Lyle Johnson really crossed up coming out of the corner there. Looking at Noah Dinslow here in the 19 machine. Looks like shutting it down, checkered flag in the air. Matthew Carmody, your B-main winner. Followed by the 33 machine, who was of Landon Aston. Landon giving him a little shunt. Hey man, nice race. It was a great race. Trevor finishing third. Wesley Rudebush going to be fourth. Andy Patton fifth. And the 19 machine of Noah Dinslow and the final car out there of Lyle Johnson and a DNF for Julian Inman. So a bit of an unfortunate night for Julian. Hopefully we see him in the A main, but don't know how many cars are going to be allowed in the A main. So that was your B main. Coming up next is going to be the A main. I know us race car drivers, we're really creative with what we call our races. So the tracks are clearing off. The cars are clearing off the track. I have to clap at myself for that one. So the A-main coming up. Red flag out on the track. And while we wait for this, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. This is the American iRacing League presented by MaxSpeedTV. If you would like to join the league, just look for them at AmericanIRacingLeague.com. They have a pretty special website. You can apply to join the league there. Also, you can, if you have iRacing, you can find them under the American iRacing League. We affectionately call it ARL. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button on this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to MaxSpeedTV. That way you know when all of the best broadcasts of iRacing are coming at you. You can fill your eye holes with that kind of stuff. All of the best from iRacing is here at MaxSpeedTV, so subscribe to us. Hit the like button. Do all of that clickety-click stuff. As we start to grid for the A main, this will be a manual lineup. So what you will see is the iRacing lineup grid for the first few laps. iRacing will throw the green flag, but all drivers will maintain speed, maintain pace car, pace truck speed, and race control will start lining everybody up based off of their actual score sheets. So we're looking at Ray Farlow, part of that Farlow Motorsports. Ryan Pace in the 44, also Farlow Motorsports, and Tim Smith in the Shot UWU Motorsports. You know, I never figured out why everyone wants to call it motorsports. Because, to me, a motor is an electrical deal. An engine is what I would say. So why don't we call it engine sports? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I am a bit goofy. I have been hit in the head a few times. I do play hockey. Okay? It's a good time. I love hockey. I love racing. I love doing these broadcasts. Alright, pace truck pulling off. Once again, like I said, race control will dictate this starting lineup. iRacing currently has control of the lineup, but the green flag will come out from iRacing. But the drivers will not take off. Everyone will maintain pace, speed. And then the field will be set by race control. Once everyone is set, we're going to go green flag racing. And I'll tell you what, we got quite the field tonight. A lot of cars out there. I've got 24 cars scored out there. Should not be 24. Sorry, I think I got 20 cars out there. Once again, I am not the best person for counting. You want someone to do your taxes? Don't call me. I cannot operate a calculator. Alright, so green flag has come out for iRacing, but the yellow is thrown by race control. Drivers will start assuming their positions. Once they do that, we will go through the grid. We can go ahead and get started because we know Ray Farlow will be on the pole here. Chris Brenner on his outside. Ryan Pace, second row inside. Tim Smith. Third row will be Bruce Jones and Cole Newhaufen. Michael Sheridan, fourth row. Tommy Rowe. Fifth row, James Roseberry and Derek Layton. Matthew Carmody. And I want to say Braden Shepard. John Lopresto's somewhere in there. He's way back. It's moving around on me. Craig Levan. The 33 of Landon Austin. Mitch Beaver. Trevor Hunter. Noah Denslow. Wesley Rudebush. Andy Patton just disappeared on me. Lyle Johnson and Julian Inman has made the show. So Ray Farlow will be leading the field. We're going to do one more lap under yellow. Maybe, possibly a couple more. I think they want to schedule 30 laps. I'm going to have to get with these guys how many laps everything is because they did not share that information with me. I'm pretty much just a monkey up here with a microphone. Alright, so Ray Farlow not going, but the field's starting to take shape in the back. Lots of cars out here tonight. Appreciate all the drivers that have showed up to make this a great event. American iRacing League.com if you wish to join these guys. That's where you can go to sign up. Definitely worth your time as we get a great shot of everyone in the field. Alright, so this should be it. This should be the final pace lap. Should be getting green flag this time by. 30 laps of green. Well, 30 laps of racing at this point. Don't know how many green flag laps we're going to have. On the microphone, that's me. I'm KR Stolfus. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going racing here in MaxSpeedTV. Ray Farlow on the loud pedal. Snookers, Chris Brenner. Farlow gets a great jump going to the high side, turn 1. Derek Layton in trouble. Oh my goodness. Looked like John Lopresto got into a little bit of contact. Yellow comes out right away. We saw it with Derek Layton and John Lopresto in trouble early. Watching John Lopresto here in the 83 machine. Derek Layton all crossed up. Mitch Beaver collects John Lopresto. And the yellow is going to come out. Lopresto with some damage. Front wing knocked off there. So, line them back up. Do it once again. Crazy, crazy start. These cars are difficult to handle on a slick track when they're full of fuel. Everyone's trying to guess the grip level going into turn 1, and it appeared a couple drivers got that wrong. A little bit of unfortunate there, but it is what it is. That's racing for you. Sorry, I'm having to take a break. I have had some sort of issues. Gotta rest my voice every now and then. So thank you very much for bearing with me on the dead air. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're gonna go racing once again. We have got green flag will be 10 laps completed of the 35. 5 of those were set up for the field, so 30 lap race. Everyone running the high side here. Green flag in the air. Ray Farlow getting a good jump once again. Farlow going to the high side. Brenner to the bottom. Smith to the bottom. Ryan Pace on the bottom. Cole Newhoffen up there on the top side. Now Brenner once again down low. Farlow getting a great run through the middle of the corner. Going to carry that momentum down the straightaway there. Brenner not letting him get too far away though. Farlow, great exit on the corner there. Brenner just unable to gain anything on him that turn. Smith and Brenner running the bottom. Now Brenner's got a wheel to wheel as they go down the backstretch. Looks like Brenner might be able to clear him this time. And Brenner does. Brenner is going to pull in front of Farlow. Running that bottom. Now Farlow moves to the bottom. Looked like he missed his corner entry just a little bit. Chris Brenner, Ray Farlow, Tim Smith, Ryan Pace, Cole Newhaufen. That's going to be your top 5 right now. Brenner now starting to pull away just a little bit. Tim Smith going to slide into second there. Ray Farlow trying the high side as they go through 1 and 2. UW first and second. Farlow Motorsports second and third. Cole Newhaufen sitting in 5th. Brad Spidell 6th. Michael Sheridan 7th. And Bruce Jones 8th. Tommy Rowe 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Braden Shepard. Braden Shepard in the 43 machine. Derek Layton in trouble once again. Looked like he was all sorts of crossed up. Now contact. Derek Layton in trouble. Collects Mitch Beaver. Both league admins taking each other out. And Mitch Beaver looks like he's got terminal damage. Derek Layton catching the inside wall there. Down through 3 and 4, collects Matthew Carmody. Modi able to straighten it out and get going, but Mitch Beaver, unfortunate. And then if you watch Beaver's left rear, Beaver's broken. He is done. Layton able to keep going. That Derek Layton pays my bills, so he did nothing wrong, and it was completely iRacing's fault. All right, so UW holding on to 1st and 2nd, Farlow Motorsports 3rd and 4th. We're looking at Ray Farlow there. Great shot of Brenner, Smith, Farlow, and Pace. Pace is sitting 4th. We go on board with Ryan Pace and the T&D Rustic Decor camera. Looks like the lights are out on the Pace truck. Ryan Pace, very fast driver, sitting 4th, looking to try and get around his boss here. Gonna do what he can to make it happen on this start. The starts are a great time to pass people. Everyone's bunched up. If you can get a good start, you can pass several cars and a straightaway, possibly a straightaway in a corner. So, you know, a lot of people are going to hustle it and make a mistake trying to hustle it, but just because it's a great time to pass people, you still have to have a little bit of patience. Man, great shot. Look at that turn 3. You can see where it's slicked off. Almost half that track is just blown off. No grip to be had. Green flag in the air once again. Brenner getting a good start. Cole trying to do something around Ryan Pace, but just unable to make it work. Now Cole's going sideways. We got one in the wall. No yellow yet. Not sure who that was in the wall. Might have been Brad Spidell. I think it was Brad Spidell. Got into the wall. Green flag is still on. Brenner leading this lap. Top 3 are Brenner, Smith, and Ray Farlow. So we got one crash, and I just heard it. Spidell pulling into the pits there. Unable to keep going, but this race now is in the hands of Brenner, Smith, and Farlow. Those are your top three. Your top five after 22 laps: Brenner, Smith, Farlow, Pace, and Sheridan. Great shot of Brenner, Smith coming down the straightaway, heading right at you. Check in on Ray Farlow here. Ryan Pace still unable to get by him as we got the yellow flag out once again. Wesley Rudebush in trouble here. Gonna see if we can figure out what happened to him. Wesley Rudebush, Derek Layton make contact. Rudebush into the grass where there is next to no grip. Unfortunately, by the time he got straightened out, the leaders were coming around and that triggered the yellow. Nine laps to go here in the A main. Things are going to get intense now. Chris Brenner, Tim Smith, Ray Farlow, your top three. Lights are out on the Pace truck. Gonna go green this time, coming out of turn 4. Wesley Rudebush, an unfortunate night for him. Needed to do all he can to capitalize on the points. Sitting second in points coming into tonight's event. Tyler Carver not showing up. Wesley desperate for all the points he can get, but just having a rough night. So we have in the top 6, we got 3 drivers of Farlow Motorsports and 3 UWU Motorsports drivers. I called it when I first saw these two teams join in. Green flag in the air. Brenner getting on the loud pedal. Looks like a bit of a bump going into turn 1 on the front stretch. Brenner with a great start, able to get a big gap on Smith. Smith running that high line. Slide job by Farlow. Farlow unable to make a stick. Sheridan now trying to fight back. Sheridan fighting for third. Bruce Jones in there as well, along with Ryan Pace. These guys are getting all mixed up here for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Who cares? Just get on that throttle, ladies and gentlemen. They are getting it done now. 5 laps to go. Things are starting to heat up. Farlow looks to have gotten in the wall a little bit. Pace trying to get by. Farlow definitely in trouble. Going to lose 2 spots, maybe even 3. Bruce Jones trying to get by as well. Sheridan, a little bit of wall contact. Now Bruce Jones all crossed up on corner exit. Sheridan running that bottom line. Meanwhile, Chris Brenner out front all by himself. Cole Newhaufen doing what he can to recover from his earlier incident. Now he's in the wall once again. Gets it off the wall, keeps going. Yellow is out. Not sure who's in trouble. man. I don't know who got in trouble on that one. Looks like Julian Inman. Trying to figure out who got in the wreck here. Julian Inman and the 33 of Landon Austin. A lot of connection issues. Made it difficult. Two laps to go with Chris Brenner out front, Tim Smith. And I'll tell you what, this might do it. Not sure. We're going to have to see how this plays out if the lights go out on the pace truck. This is the final lap, so white flag, yellow flag out in the air. Final lap. That is going to give the lead, the win to Chris Brenner. Tim Smith is going to be second. Ryan Pace third. Michael Sheridan fourth. Ray Farlow, a little bit of unfortunate luck, got into the wall there trying the high side. Lost several spots doing so. Tim Smith, Chris Brenner teammates. Smith looks like he's showing some love to Brenner. Really just all over his rear end. Looks like he's trying to massage it. Not sure that's legal in some states here in the United States. Oh! Brenner and Smith, very playful. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Brenner. It's official. Oh! Post-race activity. So your top three are gonna be Chris Brenner, Tim Smith, and Ryan Pace. Gonna see if I can get these guys to quit goofing off for just long enough that I can get an interview in with them. Trying to find these drivers, trying to watch what they do as they goof off. Very, very exciting race. Unfortunately, it didn't finish the way that we would like. But all three drivers, I do have them on my broadcast booth. And let's go ahead and let's start with race winner Chris Brenner. Mr. Brenner, are you there?
I am, sir.
Congratulations on your race win. Man, what a race it was. And a bit of an unfortunate that it finished under yellow, but it did allow us some time to see some interaction between two teammates as UWU takes first and second.
Yeah, it's always fun racing with Tim. He's one of the best drivers out there, so it's a challenge every time. And there's some other fast guys in here too that we had to worry about all night, but we pulled it off.
Now, it looked like you were able to get great starts on your restarts. You had a couple attempts at it. With all the yellows, were you ever worried about shaking up the field?
Not too much. I got in a rhythm running that bottom there, and I got comfortable enough to just keep hammering out laps. I wasn't too worried about the yellows. They actually helped me because we gambled a little bit on the fuel, so it all worked out.
Well, you won tonight. You are the first repeat winner of this season. You won last week. You've won tonight. And, man, it was very exciting. Tell us a little bit about the bumps going into the corners. It looked like the track was wearing out and could have been a little hairy going into corner entry.
Yeah, that front stretch gets really, really bad as the night progresses on. You almost have to adjust your line on the straightaways, which is kind of silly. But you just keep it pointed as straight as you can and focus on that turn in for the first and second turn.
Well, Mr. Brenner, any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, first and foremost, my teammates, UW Motorsports, KR, MaxSpeedTV. You guys do an awesome job every week. For Loco, Next Gen Fabrication, and ARL.
So, All right. This is
I lost
professional.
it.
We got to stay professional.
I tried to keep it together. I didn't make it. Mitch with ARL, thanks again for hosting us here. We had fun once again. Look forward to next week.
All right. Well, congratulations, Chris Brenner. Race win, second win of the season. Man, we look forward to next week. What do you think your chances are going for a three-peat?
I'm hoping for a 3P. That'd be great. I don't think I've won 3 races in a row in any league, so see what happens next week.
All right. So congratulations. Thank you very much. And we're going to move on now to our second place finisher, Mr. Tim Smith. Smith, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, he is there. Tim Smith with some great interaction between him and the race winner, Chris Brenner, as we saw them under yellow. So Smith, give us a little bit of a breakdown of your race and kind of what you were seeing and your thoughts and how you were trying to get around Chris Brenner.
Also, I mean, it was a pretty good night. Can't complain with a second. Started fourth. Pretty much started pretty light on fuel, so I just stuck around in the bottom, kind of following Chris around for a while. And then I started venturing up to the top line, and right before that last caution, I knew I was faster than he was on the top, so I was really hoping to capitalize on that. But I think first or second corner, I don't remember when I did it, but I stuffed it in the fence and almost let Ray get around me. And then by the time I kind of gathered everything back up and started running Chris back down, the caution fell and kind of ended my night for me. But all in all, you can't complain about a second to Chris Brenner. He's really fast. He's really hard to beat.
Now, you said you stuffed it in the fence. We saw multiple drivers get sucked into this outside wall as they tried the high side. Was it very narrow going into the corner entry, trying that high side?
Yeah, the cushion was pretty much right at the wall. So if you turned in a little bit late, or if you had your wing too far back and got tight on corner entry, it was pretty much all over with. And that's pretty much exactly what happened to me. So,
well, you finished second. That means you get an interview. Is there people you'd like to thank?
Oh, for sure. Definitely you guys at MaxSpeedTV for putting this deal on for us. All my teammates. I think we had 5 or 6 of us in here tonight. We all ran pretty damn good. Next Gen Fabrication. Cameron Colby's Eye Paints for my sick paint job. And everybody at ARL for making the league for us.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. You got second place tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next week here at the American iRacing League.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
All right, so moving on to Ryan Pace. Mr. Pace, are you there?
What's up, KR?
Oh, man, Ryan Pace, when this race first started, and I saw we had 3 drivers from Farlow Motorsports, and I saw UWU Motorsports, I was like, this is going to be an epic showdown, and you guys did not let me down. Ryan Pace, you finished 3rd tonight, top runner from Farlow Motorsports. Great job. Congratulations. Give us a little bit of a rundown and some things you saw out there and what brought you into 3rd spot.
Yeah, it was exciting. Starting up there with Ray, my teammate, and Bruce right behind me, and I knew we had a work cut out for us with Chris and Tim. They're always fast, so I think we had a chance. But there at the beginning, I saw Chris and Tim were really fast on the bottom, and I just couldn't go down there. I left my car pretty freed up, so I just went up to the top and kind of burned some fuel and killed some laps. And I kind of figured eventually the bottom would burn off and the top would be the fast line. So just tried to keep myself in the position to where I could strike you at the end. But I think I ran out of laps. I don't know if I had the speed or not. I feel like I was catching them a little bit, but probably didn't have enough speed to get them or get by them.
Now, you won your heat race, but it seemed like you just never could quite move forward in the feature, and then all of a sudden you wind up 3rd. So great job at hanging in there, and definitely was a great race to watch.
Yeah. I moved the wing forward there at the end and picked up a little bit of speed. So I was able to, Ray got into the wall a little bit, so I was able to get by him there and then kind of just narrowly missed Sheridan down there on the bottom and wound up in 3rd, luckily.
Well, congratulations to it. Final spot on the podium. That means you get to promote whatever you want to here. Sponsors, thank yous, any shout outs you want to give right now?
Just, thanks to Derek and Mitch. I remember when they first started this league, it was pretty small, and they've grown it into this. So thanks, guys, for putting this on. And shout out to Farlow Motorsports. Those guys, we all work together on VRS and TeamSpeak, and during the week we help each other out, and it looks like we're getting faster.
Well, congratulations on third place. Race 1 winner as well here in the American iRacing League. So your points are going to be doing pretty good. Look forward to seeing you next week as well.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, that's going to wrap this up. A quick word from league admin owner Derek Layton. Mr. Layton, are you there?
I am.
Well, what do you think about tonight's race as it comes to a close? We had a couple of cautions. We had some stuff going on. But overall, I think it was a interesting night.
Yeah, absolutely. I think each and every race we're getting better and better as far as the admins running the race and the drivers out there. The yellows that we had tonight, they were all due from just hard racing, and that's what we're here for. We're here for good, hard racing, and so I was really pleased with tonight's show.
Well, if anybody wanted to join the league or if they were interested in some information about the league, where could they go to find it?
Well, obviously, Facebook's going to be the one of the best places to go. Mitch, he does a great job keeping everybody informed and what's going on right there on Facebook. So it's American Racing League there. And then also we have a website. It's AmericanIRacingLeague.com. And that's where you actually go and register for the league.
All right. And anything else you'd like to say about the league? Maybe kind of what is going to happen going forward and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we actually just started this league as a development league. We want to see, what kind of turnout we can get, and each and every week it keeps getting bigger and bigger. We have more and more cars show up, and the racing is definitely getting better. Right, so for the future, we're looking at possibly getting some other series going, maybe a midget series coming up here soon.
Well, that'll be very interesting for sure to see the midgets. Hopefully that'll be here on MaxSpeedTV if you guys get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely in the works. We're talking about it, so we'll keep you updated.
All right, so that was an interview with league admin and owner Derek Layton. And that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Your top 5 there were Chris Brenner, Tim Smith, Ryan Pace, Michael Sheridan, and Ray Farlow. Bruce Jones, Tommy Rowe, Craig Levan, Cole Newfafafafififin, and James Roseberry round out your top 10. 11th was Matthew Carmody, John Lepresto, Noah Denso, Trevor in the 45 machine, Derek Layton, who we just did an interview with, who we appreciate very much for dropping into the booth doing interviews with us. Moving on, Braden Shepard got 16th, Landon Austin 17th, Lyle Johnson 18th. 19th was Wesley Rudebush. Definitely a disappointing night for him. Tyler Carver not showing up tonight. Rudebush second in points. Trying to get all he could. Winds up 19th. Not a great night, but how the points will shake out, we'll let you know next week. So stay tuned. Brad Spidell, who got in trouble early, is going to round out your top 20. Mitch Beaver and Julian Inman, Andy Patton, Sam Lokeson. That is going to be your 24 drivers who took to the track tonight for your A main. So once again, my name is KR Stolfus. Thank you very much for joining me here at MaxSpeedTV. I look forward to seeing you guys here for the American iRacing League next Tuesday. Same time, same terrible broadcaster. It'll be 9 p.m. Central, I don't know if you want to factor in daylight savings, whatever. Just make sure you're here for next week, Tuesday night. And that being said, you guys have a good night, and thank you for joining me.